Morning. Good morning. What's she doing? What's she doing? Look out, crazy. Hi, young lady. Hi, young lady. I know. Bruce, what's up, buddy? Hey, boys. How you doing? Okay, hang on. Time out. Don't start cornering me. Lucy. How you doing? Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms. Little donk. Miss Lucy. Hi. I get you? I'm sorry. Let's get some cubes for everybody. So everybody calms down. Badonka-donk, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? Oh, who knocked off the grill? Bruce? Doggone it. That can only be Bruce. It can only be Bruce. Knocked Adler's bone collection off, my grill. You stinker. Oh my goodness. Watch out. Let's go. Vámonos. Let's go. Yep. Ooh, look at that. What was that, fescue? All right. Ow. Be nice. You guys are stinkers. All right, that's it. All out. Woo! Goodness. Act like you're starving. Watch out. You guys don't need those. But I found out they won't hurt you. Not entirely. Fredo, be there in a second, buddy. I won't make you guys wait. I know everybody's curious about Fred. And if you're not following us on social media, go look us up. Adler Farms, everywhere you look. Fred, our bull, we do believe, has or had pneumonia. And the shots and the medicine we gave him is everything the vet said he could possibly need. Cows are just like people. Animals are just like people, whatever. Some handle sickness better, some don't. Jared was telling me our black baldies from the walkers, one of them, our steers, one of them could be ill and not quite as healthy as the other one his whole life. They're also from the same bull. Highway noise this morning. But they're also from the same bull. So it's just how it goes. So Fred's got to pull through this, okay? We gave him everything he could possibly need. All the antibiotics, an antihistamine in case he got into something he was allergic to, a dewormer, which is a long range. So it actually dewormed him when we gave it to him, and then it'll do it again in 45 days. And then there was something else. But trust me, Dr. Huff at Miami Animal Hospital met us. He was an hour and a half away from the clinic. And when I called him and told him Fred had an issue, he drove all the way to the clinic to bring us some medicine for Fred and meet me that day. So can't thank you enough, buddy. I appreciate it. Trust me, Fred has had everything he could possibly need. The only thing we're going to do is get a really good mineral block out here for him real quick, which I'm probably going to go get today. We tried a mineral block in the past, and the donkeys actually ate it. But this is Fred. He's pretty tired. He also likes just getting his scratchings. So he's going to sit here and enjoy this and probably sleep a little bit. Are your eyes open? Can I see your eyeballs? Can I see the eyeballs? Are they open? Or are you sleeping on me? Oh yeah, we're snoozing. He's lost a little bit of weight. I'm not going to get him up because he just laid down when I pulled up. But I've been rinsing their waters every day. Here's the deal with not keeping Fred pinned up. And again, guys, I'm just running my farm. I'm a rookie. Every bit of information I get or share, I'm just reaching out to people that have been doing this a lot longer than me and are just much wiser, and they've seen things. Like I said, Dr. Huff gave Fred everything he could possibly need. Now it's up to Fred's body and his immunities and his will to get up and walk around and all that stuff. Just keeping an eye on him. He's not eating much. He's lost a lot of weight. Part of that could be from the dewormer. And of course, anybody who's ever been sick, you got pneumonia, you don't feel like doing much. But I do believe that's what he had. I don't think he got into anything poisonous. We got rid of the cherry trees a long time ago. As far as any other thing that's poisonous on the farm, the only thing that could hurt him was a mimosa. But when Jared dosed that the other night, he immediately pushed it a long ways from the highlands. We didn't just knock it down and leave it. And a mimosa is not near as dangerous as, morning cowboy, that cherry tree. What's up, ladies and boy? What's going on? What's going on? Can I pet you guys before I feed you? Because once I feed you, you don't want nothing to do with me. Hi, Tina. Woo! All right, back up. Hey, I gotta get in there. All right, look here. Woo! Alan. Hello, young lady. Snigger. All right. Now, some of you guys, don't spit. Some of you guys ask why we don't put their food in that trough over there. Well, there's no duty here. They go to the bathroom over there. What is your guys' problem? You already ate. They're hollering at me. You're fine. You're fine, 516. You're fine. And again, I'm just reading comments. I'm just talking, having a conversation, not calling anybody out. Some of you guys ask why we don't put their food in the trough. I'm throwing it on the ground. That's where grass grows. They're perfectly fine. As far as the range cubes go, like Jared was saying, our dozer guy, they're called range cubes. Like they're made to be put down on the range, okay? You don't drag troughs out to the range to feed your cattle. Even in the winter, Jared said they'll put cubes on the ground because, of course, once winter hits, all the parasites essentially die. Now, if you have a muddy, wet spot in the winter, yeah, sure, you could harbor some parasites, but it's not like in the summer when it's wet and rainy. So unless there's heavy snow, you're going to see us pour these on the ground. And even in the heavy snow, we might unroll a bale of hay and put cubes on top of it like Jared does. But again, I don't mean to like, I do this because, or I do that because so-and-so said. I'm consulting people that have been doing this, and some of y'all are in the comments. I'm consulting you guys, people who've been doing this a lot longer than me. Just can't thank everybody enough for the support and the attention and helping Fred and all that good stuff. Fingers crossed he's gonna be all right. And by fingers crossed, I mean thoughts and prayers. Yesterday, Fred did make his way to the other side of the pond, and he was actually taking a dip in the pool, if you will. I think, and I hate to keep referencing Jared, but he's out here every day right now. And Jared was saying, well, Fred's got a fever. He was getting in the pool probably to cool off. That's how they self-regulate. Because when I came out here at the end of the day yesterday to check on Fred, he was absolutely, his body was cold, really cold. Now, we're not pinning him up. We're also not giving anybody else shots at this point. The reason we're not doing that is you got to look at it like this, and this comes from Gary Walker. So I just say those names to everybody because I want you guys to know Chad's not just pulling this out of thin air, okay? Mine and Ray's responsibility level, taking on these 20 acres, has gone through the roof when it comes to stewardship and the husbandry of our animals. Okay, before we moved here, we leased a few acres. We had 2 bottle calves, and they were steers, of course. You guys know, the beefy boys. And when you're raising steers, it's not like raising highlands or alpacas where you're not going to eat them, okay? We pay special attention to the alpacas because for the foreseeable future, they're not going anywhere. They're always going to be ours. We're doing everything we can to make sure everybody out here is safe and healthy and just living their best life, right? Man, this is looking amazing. Pardon the trash. That's not ours. Some of this was just unearthed. As you can see, I knew there was a bunch of bottles right over there, and they'd gotten buried and all that good stuff. And then when Jared brought the dozer through, some of that got exposed. There's actually a mobile home over there that caught fire once upon a time. Even with separating everybody, or separating Fred, or giving Fred his own pen, his own water, his own hay, we don't have like enough head here on this farm that we need to separate them and, you know, worry about them too much. Okay, can the others get it? Yes, but like Gary was saying, rushing out and giving everybody shots, what we gave Fred was not a vaccine, it was an antibiotic. So if nobody else is sick, we're just giving them antibiotics, and there's nothing it's going to do. It's just stress on the cow or the steer or whatever, and there's just no point if they're not sick. So we also don't know if the girls are pregnant, and we don't want to risk giving them something that will cause harm to that growing calf. So, but we're keeping an eye on everybody. We're watching them every day, all day, 2 or 3, 4, 5 times a day. I can tell you right now, some people ask me how I knew Fred was sick. Well, because if you watch the other 4, Fred was usually in the mix. I can tell you right now, if anybody here was sick, you'd know it, because they follow you everywhere. All day, every day. I'm gonna have to move because they're gonna come get me. You just ate. You just ate. Yep. And you just ate. I'm gonna stand on the dock for safety. My goodness. All right, so now I got to show you guys something that's pretty funny. In our members only area, we post pictures about 24 hours before you guys see them on the main vlog. So some of y'all already know about this. Now, you're not missing out. If you don't subscribe to our members only area, you're not missing out. You just see things about 24 hours later, like if we get a new piece of equipment or something like that. But this right here, believe it or not, Jared's got somebody working with him. He's training another dozer tractor operator to help him do projects quicker. And I met him, Logan. He was out here yesterday. How's it going, buddy? Logan was actually tasked. Jared gave him a job to come over and clean up this bank a little bit, right? Jared wanted him to kind of bite off some of this muck in the pond right here and start pulling that out over the new dam. And, you know, Logan was being real careful. I mean, he's run equipment before, but like this is all new. And then Jared came over to show him, see if he could cut a little deeper into the pond and start getting more of the muck out there. And in the process, this is what happened. So yeah, it's still here. I thought they were gonna get it out last night, but I left. It was approaching dark, so I'm sure that they just couldn't do it. But he had to replace the water pump on his dozer, and I'm pretty sure, I know that dozer will pull it out, but what happened was he was making passes right here, pulling this muck out, and he's already pushed some muck up here, but it's just underwater, like 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep. And when he hit that with the earth mover, it just halted him in his tracks. No big deal. Hopefully we get it on camera for you guys today of him getting that out. I know the dozer will do it, but pretty stinking funny. It's funny because it's not my equipment and Jared's got to get it out of there, but that's not their first rodeo taking care of that. So they'll get it. But man, look, this is what Logan did. Isn't that nice? There's some footage of Logan working at the end of this video. Just taking some swipes at this dam and getting it cleaned up a little bit, or this bank, I should say. Man, it's looking amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is gonna be a big old pond, boys and girls. So this is where Wally used to live. And we have seen hide nor hair of Wally. And Jared made short work of any trees that Wally might want to build a new home. And he shoved them back there. That's where that mimosa went that could have been poisonous, but they had to eat a lot of that mimosa for it to affect them. And if Fred got sick off that mimosa, the rest of them would be too. So I'm pretty confident it's pneumonia. It even sounds like it. I think it's looking pretty stinking good. It's just looking amazing out here. Absolutely amazing. So I talked to Uncle Greg, Mr. Greg Key at Haas Tools. Howdy, buddy. Talked to him yesterday about the best thing to plant back here. Winter rye was certainly one of them. And then of course, wheat, like Jared told us to do, was an option. So I think we're gonna do one of those. Now we gotta wait till Jared's completely done. I think that's what we're gonna use. The way Jared has molded this land, hopefully if we hit a real rainy season, we'll still keep a lot of the dirt. Because that's one thing, we didn't want just a dozer operator, okay? Anybody can just come drive their machine into your trees and push your dirt around and, you know, make it look like they did something, right? Our land, whoever built this, however the land worked and the waves and all that stuff, it's always been designed to fill this pond, and it's always flowed this way. So if we just had anybody out here with a dozer just flattening hills, that's great, it works, they're flat, but you still need your land to kind of follow that natural, you know, whatever. Way up there, and I've never seen it, I'll show you guys maybe later, but certainly when Jared clears that, there's a ditch up there that fills this pond that's probably 6 feet deep and 6 feet wide, and it's on our side of the property. And I've actually never seen it before. Haven't been able to get back in there until now. So we certainly are very grateful to have Jared, who has come out and kept the land sloping towards the pond. So that way, when it does rain, the dirt is where it's supposed to be. Hopefully it stays where it's supposed to. We'll plant something on it as soon as Jared's gone. Give it root and help it stay and hold steady. So look at that. I haven't seen that color in a while. Goodness. But yeah, just imagine. Oh, Logan did this too. That needed some smoothing out. Logan did that the other day. Looks amazing. Yeah, imagine this all green. Imagine all the tires gone, that tanker gone. It'd be glorious. I'm gonna run an errand, and you guys are gonna wanna be there. So it's about a 25-minute drive, but I'm gonna take you guys with me, look at some things and talk about some things. And don't go anywhere, because this next part of the video is very, very important to Ray and I, and we want your guys' help. Definitely stay tuned. And then Jared will be out here today, and we'll get some more footage of him working on the pond, and we'll talk. Tuesday, November 1st, the day you guys are seeing this, possibly the 2nd on Facebook. You know how it goes. Like I've told you guys, we like to keep it real here. I am a creator because I film my life, and you guys see what happens as it happens. And I take a lot of pride in being able to film the day that you guys watch these videos. Looks like a very, very troublesome crowd, just looking to tear something up. And I'm gonna get old Fred here some cubes of his own inside that little pen, swap out this water. But stay tuned. I got 10 minutes worth of chores, 25-minute drive. It's gonna be like 0.5 seconds for you guys, so I'll be right back. Hang on. So I didn't want to throw a camera in the salesman's face, but I got a feeling Kirk would have been just fine with it, and we'll talk to him if we get that far. Where's he at there? I was really, really impressed. Not just the salesmanship. That's a really nice tractor. It's Coyote, by the way. I think I've said Coyote a couple of times, but it is Coyote. I was really impressed. You know, if you've known anything about them, they have a great warranty. You know, as far as interest rates go and finance options and bottom line pricing, that's all relative to what you want to spend in your budget. This tractor is a big deal, and some of you guys are wondering what in the world happened, and I'll get into that some point. Maybe not right now, because I like to make positive videos and good videos. But you better believe whatever tractor I buy, I'm gonna need a hat, a matching shirt, and matching gloves, and that tractor is gonna be in every single video I make, no matter what color it is. I'm actually now at Springdale, Kubota. We were just at the Coyote dealership in Veneta, and I showed you the car. John's Tractor Works. Ray and I, we need a tractor. I had a deadline for that tractor company to hit, and they didn't, and this is the speed of business. So we're gonna buy us a tractor, but I want the right tractor. The tractor that I looked at Coyote is $8,000 cheaper than the equivalent Kubota, and it's $12,000 cheaper than the equivalent John Deere. Now, it's really hard to find an equivalent John Deere, but it's not what you're thinking. It's not that John Deere is that much better. It's that there's some things that come on a John Deere that you don't need that you're paying for, just like the sticker that they charge for, right? Now, I got a John Deere mower. I can say what I want. That John Deere also, the front end loader, and I don't know if it's on all of them, but your loader, your quick detach, all that stuff, that's how you take your bucket off and put a bale spike on, or a spear or whatever, but it's proprietary. So if you buy a John Deere tractor in some models, which is one of them we're looking at, you can only buy John Deere implements. A lot of the parts on the John Deere also were plastic. So anyway, pretty sure we're gonna wind up with an orange tractor, just not sure which one yet. But going from Coyote to Kubota, I called on the way here. I said, tell me what you got. I said, this is what I'm looking at. That's where we're at. So there's an $8,000 difference between the Coyote you just saw me drive and this Kubota you're about to see me drive. My dad has a Kubota, okay? So here's my thing. I know Kubota's great. I think a lot of tractors are great. I've been doing my research, and what I really, really want, I want to buy from a tractor company that makes their own tractors. With all these shortages and parts and things like that, I want a tractor that isn't going to run into that issue as quick. Like this 4710 we're looking at, the DK 4710 we're looking at, they sell a lot of these. So there's going to be a lot of parts. There's going to be a lot of aftermarket parts. When the money's the same, whether you're financing or paying outright or whatever, the difference in $8,000 to me, they're both orange. So if you hate orange, they're both orange. So that doesn't matter. If you love orange, they're both orange. So that doesn't matter either. But for $8,000 difference, man, this Kubota better go move that new bale into the round bale feeder by itself for $8,000. That's how I feel about that. So, but let's go take a look. I'm not going to throw a camera in the salesman's face again, but I will get a couple shots of the tractor. Are you sure you're ready for this?
Yeah.
That deep voice. Do you think they know who it is yet?
It hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed?
No.
It has changed. You like as tall as me, or taller than Ray, or taller than Grandma? Holy cow, dude.
You act like you haven't seen me.
You're huge, man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what's on your head?
Hair.
That's like, believe it or not, Daddy had mine longer than that once upon a time.
So you were like...
Yeah, I looked just like you. I had braces and glasses and
oh boy,
longer hair. I wasn't as big as you though, so there's a good chance. I am kind of slouching, but there's a good chance you're gonna be bigger than Daddy pretty quick. What do you think about that?
Cool.
Oh man, you got anything to say to the people? They ask about you constantly, man. They miss you.
Hi.
But I told them you love school. You don't want to ever miss school, and you just have a hard time coming to the farm because all you think about is school.
Oh yeah, I go there every day, and I'm so excited.
It's my tallest best friend right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Went to Kubota, and I was right. I don't understand the $8,500 difference between the Kubota and the Coyote. Not to mention the Coyote has rear PTO controls. If you know tractors, you'll know that matters. The little foot pedal you saw in the Kubota is forward and reverse on a hydrostatic transmission, and I can't even get my foot, I know I was wearing Crocs, but I can't even get my foot inside that little pedal. I kept constantly like hitting reverse trying to go forward. What else? The fuel, which Coyote just moved this a few years ago, but the place that you add fuel to the tractor on the Kubota is on top of the hood. Well, even at 6'4", that's way up there, man. On the Coyote, it's just on the side. Anybody could fill it. Ray could fill it, okay? So super cool. A lot of stuff going on. We're back home. I just had to get Big Man in here. We're waiting on dinner. Did you order?
Yeah.
We're waiting on some food, though. And just wanted to check in with you guys. Jared's still working on getting the tractor out of the pond and also getting the water pump fixed on the dozer. So no reason to go out and bug him and pressure him. He's fully aware that the dozer needs a water pump and the tractor's in the pond. So appreciate you, buddy, just giving you a hard time. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'm going to go call Coyote and see what we can figure out about a tractor. What do you think about that?
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Will you be in more videos if we get a tractor?
Sure.
Will that come drive it around and take it off some sweet jumps?
That's a little much, but sure.
All right. We'll get a good look at him. It'll be another 6 months before he's in a video.
All right. See you guys later. I'll have a wife and kids next time. All right.
Hey, y'all be good. How's it go?
Ooh. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. Yeah.
God bless.
God bless.
Deuces.
And deuces.
Can you
Yeah.
hit that green light for me? Don't hit it too hard. We're still on. All right. See you guys. Oh, yeah.